Hello, this is Billy Bob, and welcome to What If Deku was Spider-Man. So let's go ahead and get on into this video. Now, so pretty much, All For One wanted to. This is he was disappointed by how many quirks there were. Like there wasn't that many quirks. Like this is towards the beginning of All For One. There weren't not as many people had quirks. So he decided he'd hire some scientists, and if they can make pretty much make people able to awaken their quirk, then he'd give each one of them a quirk. Since all scientists were pretty much done. And like a few generations go by and they've been working, and they found that spiders are actually very good test subjects for this. So they kept on working with them until they had two finished products. One was used with the blood of All For One. One was made with the blood of All Might. So pretty much one was based after One For All, one was based after All For One, like both those quirks. But there was a fire at the lab, and pretty much All For One had pretty much stopped caring about it at this point, because lots more people have quirks. So he's pretty much given up on it. But he said he'll still give them quirks. So they just really didn't care. But they were kind of sad they lost some pretty good subjects. Now, for some reason, the spiders were very connected. They wanted to be near each other. But so the first one had gotten onto a boy, and this was Deku. This is actually just 2 days before the start of the anime. Now, Deku was just walking when he noticed the spider was crawling up him, and the spider got into his hand. Deku noticed the spider was about to swat it off when it bit down on him. And now the other spider at the time was trying to get close to the other one, but a bystander had stepped on it, just killing it. But this bystander wasn't. This person is pretty much it's a sludge villain, is what I'm saying. And right when it stepped into the spider, since it's sludge, but it could still suffocate the spider. So the spider's being suffocated by the sludge. And it kind of bites into the sludge villain. And when it dies, a black goo kind of emerges, managing to get away from the sludge villain. Though the sludge villain wasn't really paying attention to a spider. Now, it realized since it kind of left its body, it had no way to get nutrients. So it just did what it could and tried to find a host. But yet still kind of feeling an incompleteness about it. Now, back to Deku, he had just realized he'd been bitten by a spider, and he kind of just hid it and kept on walking. He got home, and he went to sleep. He started having these really weird dreams. I'm very sorry about the background noise, by the way. But, let's see. So, he is just asleep. Well, he's just asleep and he's having this really weird dream. And he's just tossing and turning in bed. Whenever he wakes up, he looks in the mirror. And just that scene from the first Spider-Man movie. Yeah. Except the glasses part. So he kind of quickly just gets dressed and just starts going. Well, this is when he's trying to figure out what happened. This is when he sees Bakugo walking the same direction as him. Bakugo still doesn't notice Deku, and Deku's just saying, just hoping in his mind that he doesn't. Just saying, I hope he doesn't see me. I hope he doesn't see me. I hope he doesn't see me. And Deku makes a noise accidentally makes a noise, and Bakugo looks back and sees nothing. Deku's just standing there and seeing Bakugo's confused look. He then looks down at himself and realizes he can't even see himself. So he's kind of freaking out. He's kind of just wondering what's going on. So he just goes out the entire day going through weird circumstances. Webs keep on shooting out of his wrists. Every time Bakugo tries to use an explosion on him, it's like he can sense it coming. This just makes Bakugo even more mad. And Deku's just thinking all of this is really weird. Now, the day of the anime, Deku's just walking. He's figured out how to control his abilities a little bit. And whenever Bakugo started picking on him saying he was quirkless, Deku finally had enough and just said that he isn't. He said that he actually unlocked his quirk recently. Bakugo said, "You're a liar." He said, No, it's true. And pretty much he walked over to he walked over to two people, and he just said, he just walked over to him and just picked them both up with one hand. And Bakugo was like, "What?" And he said, "There. Now, no need to pick on me." And she kind of walks away. And Bakugo is kinda mad. So, now, Deku said, he's just thinking he was always quirkless his whole life. Now he had the chance to be a hero. But on his way to school, he sees his villain. And he's kind of running amok. Sort of. It's like the sharkish looking dude. Like, he kind of looks like, his head looks like a shark's head a little bit. But this time, he's completely covered in a black goo. And his eyes are completely white. And he has fangs, and, well, his fangs are larger. He's larger in general. And he's, like, twice as strong. Well, 5 times as strong as in canon. And he sees that the heroes are kind of having a little bit of trouble with him. Because there's tendrils that shoot out, and everyone's kind of wondering, like, every time Kamui Woods tries to hurt him, these tendrils shoot out and start hitting him. Even whenever he gets close enough to actually do anything, the guy's strength is too much. And Deku just kind of thinks he has to, he has a power that no one knows about, so he could probably help out this hero, since no one else appears to be coming in. Now, the abilities he has so far, he's learned he has camouflage, doesn't know how to activate it though. It just happens when he doesn't want to be seen, but it doesn't always work whenever he wants it to work. He has super strength, he has agility. Basically the Peter Parker version of Spider-Man. He's figured out all those powers, except how to use his organic webbing. Though he has also realized that day by day his senses are getting stronger, and everything else is getting stronger. Now, I'm actually making it in this version that his spider powers are gonna slowly start coming to him. Every day he's gonna find out he has a new ability. Whenever we first woke up, it was camouflage, then, so on and so forth. Now, okay, so Deku, he kind of goes into a shop, and he buys, he buys a red hoodie. He goes into another store, and he just buys just a random mask. He says he's going, Deku just says he's doing a little play at school, and the guy just doesn't even question him. He just pays for the mask, and it's just this cheap plastic mask. And Deku kind of puts on the hood, and the really cheap mask is just completely red. And Deku kind of just swings in. A whole bunch of people are kind of wondering who is he, and they're all kind of just laughing at his costume because it's incredibly dumb. This is when he starts trying to fight the villain, and he's actually doing good. He's doing as good as Kamui Woods, really. But this is until the sludge goes off the villain and tries getting on Deku. This is when All Might actually steps in. because this commotion was way bigger. There was just a lot. And All Might steps in and quickly, like, uses one of his bags and just gets up all the sludge. And Mount Lady takes care of the other guy. And All Might turns and looks at Deku and says, "Who are you? You're obviously not, a pro hero." Deku just looks and says, "You know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm just gonna leave now." And Deku kept on thinking, kept on thinking in his head, "Oh no, if I'm caught, I'm gonna be in a whole bunch of trouble." And he kind of just goes invisible. And Deku just takes his chance and runs, just sprinting, not knowing how long it'll last, and not knowing if his webs will be invisible too. So, that's where I'm gonna end this video for now. Until next time, goodbye.